Are you one of those cat lovers who just can't wait to snuggle with your furry friend, only to be met with a cold shoulder? You're not alone. Many people wonder why their cats aren't as affectionate as they expect. But here's the thing, it's not that your cat doesn't love you. In fact, the reason might have everything to do with how, when, and where you're trying to cuddle them. Alright, let's get into it. Cats are fascinating creatures, but their rules for affection are quite different from ours. They're not like dogs who crave touch all the time. Cats have boundaries, and if you're not careful, you could easily cross those boundaries without even realizing it. So let's break down the most common mistakes people make when trying to cuddle their cats and how you can fix them. 1. Too much pressure. Why forcing cuddles backfires. The first and probably most common mistake, too much pressure. Have you ever tried to hold on to your cat when they're clearly trying to wiggle away? Maybe you've even thought, just one more minute of cuddles. But here's the truth, cats hate feeling trapped. When you try to hold your cat too tightly or for too long, they interpret it as being restrained, and no one likes to feel trapped, especially not your independent kitty. So how can you make your cat feel more comfortable and willing to cuddle? Instead of forcing them to stay, give them freedom. Let your cat come and go as they please during cuddle time. If your cat walks away, don't chase after them. Trust that they will come back on their own terms when they're ready. Giving your cat this choice will make them feel safe and more likely to cuddle on their own terms. 2. The timing is all wrong. Why your cat isn't ready. Timing is everything. Imagine you're just sitting down to enjoy your favorite meal and someone suddenly demands a hug. You'd be annoyed, right? It's no different for your cat. A lot of people try to cuddle their cat at the worst possible times, while they're eating, playing, or resting. Cats are creatures of habit, and if you interrupt them during their scheduled activities, they're likely to resist. So, when is the best time to approach your cat for cuddles? Observe your cat's routine. Is there a time of day when they naturally come close to you? Maybe it's after a meal or when they're lounging in the sun. These are the moments when your cat will be more receptive to cuddles. Timing your affection correctly can make all the difference. 3. Ignoring your cat's body language, the subtle signals you're missing. Now, one of the biggest reasons cats don't enjoy cuddles is that their body language often gets ignored. Cats communicate through subtle signs. A tail flick, a twitch of the ears, or a tense body are all ways your cat might be saying, "I'm not in the mood." If you overlook these signals, you're not only missing out on what your cat is trying to tell you, but also increasing their discomfort. How can you better understand what your cat is trying to communicate? Start paying attention to your cat's body language. If their tail starts to flick, their ears pull back, or their body tenses, take that as a sign that cuddle time is over. Respecting these cues will make your cat feel more understood and reduce the stress of forced cuddles. 4. Too much, too fast. Why gentle, slow petting works best. Have you ever found yourself petting your cat a bit too enthusiastically? Rapid, fast movements or heavy petting can easily overwhelm your cat. Cats prefer slow, gentle strokes, especially in areas where they naturally like to be touched. But what's the best way to approach petting without overwhelming your cat? Focus on slow, calm movements. Pet your cat in their favorite areas, like under the chin or behind the ears. These areas tend to have a calming effect on cats. If you approach petting this way, you'll notice your cat becoming more relaxed and more willing to stay close. 5. Cuddling without consent. Why cats need to feel in control. A lot of people think it's okay to just pick up a cat and cuddle without giving them a choice. But cats are very independent creatures. They need to feel in control of their environment, including when and how they receive affection. Picking them up without warning can make them feel like they're losing control, which is the last thing a cat wants. So, how can you give your cat the control they need while still enjoying cuddle time? Instead of grabbing your cat for a cuddle, let them come to you. Sit quietly and let them approach. This gives your cat the power to decide when they want attention, which makes the experience much more enjoyable for them. 6. Petting the wrong areas. Why belly rubs are a no-go. Some areas of a cat's body are off limits when it comes to petting. The belly is a prime example. While it may look inviting, most cats are extremely sensitive in this area. Stroking their belly can make them feel vulnerable and lead to defensive reactions. So, where should you pet your cat to make them feel comfortable? Stick to the safe zones, under the chin, behind the ears, and alongside the face. These are the areas where cats usually enjoy being petted. Avoid the belly and lower back unless your cat specifically invites you to touch those areas. 7. Ignoring boundaries. When your cat says no, respect it. Boundaries matter to cats. If your cat is showing signs that they don't want to cuddle, respect that. Ignoring these boundaries can lead to frustration, and your cat might begin to associate you with negative experiences. But how can respecting your cat's boundaries improve your relationship? When your cat shows they've had enough by moving away or signaling discomfort, give them space. The more you respect their boundaries, the more likely they are to seek out your affection on their own. 8. The danger of overstimulation. Too much of a good thing. Even if your cat enjoys petting, there's a limit to how much they can take. Overstimulation is a common issue where a cat becomes overwhelmed after too much contact. This can happen suddenly, with a cat going from purring to biting or swatting in a matter of seconds. So, how can you avoid overstimulation and keep cuddle time enjoyable? Pay attention to changes in behavior during petting sessions. If your cat starts to seem restless, it's time to stop. Keep cuddle sessions short and sweet to avoid overstimulation. 9. Lack of socialization. Early experiences matter. If your cat wasn't exposed to gentle handling and affection as a kitten, they might struggle with cuddling later in life. Cats that miss out on these early socialization experiences often find human touch more stressful. But is it too late to help an older cat become comfortable with touch? If your cat is older, you can still help them become more comfortable with touch. Start with brief positive interactions and slowly build trust over time. Patience is key here. 10. Environment matters. Why a calm setting is important. Finally, the environment plays a big role in how your cat reacts to cuddling. Loud noises, other pets, or an unfamiliar space can make your cat anxious. A stressed out cat is not going to want to cuddle, no matter how much you want them to. So, how can you create the perfect environment for relaxed cuddle time? Create a calm, quiet environment for cuddle time. Remove distractions and make sure your cat feels safe. This will make them more likely to engage in relaxed, positive interactions with you. So, there you have it. Cuddling with your cat doesn't have to be a struggle. By understanding your cat's needs, respecting their boundaries, and adjusting your approach, you can turn cuddle time into a bonding experience that both you and your cat enjoy. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Cats Know How for more tips on building a better relationship with your feline friend. See you next time.